And this is a result of trying to catch a coyote. And this actually brings us to a great lesson here. That trap that's on his foot, that MB550, I want you to know that is called a leg hold trap, not a leg break trap. And there's a misconception out there that that coon has a broken leg and he's never going to be the same. And how do we address that, Mr. Lynn?
Simple. I put the catch stick around his neck, I loosen the jaws of the trap, I let him go, and he leaves the country, and he's unhurt. He'll have a sore foot, but it's not broken.
It's not broken, and no. It's not gonna, so his life's certainly not over. So it's a leg hold, not a leg. His leg is far from broken. So we're gonna show you how we're gonna turn this joker loose.
These are worse than bobcats.
He just goes up there. He just steps on the jaws of the trap, releasing the leg, and you have a coon who's fixing to be out of here at a very high rate of speed. And there he goes.
Got a broken leg?
I think his leg is in good shape.
I do too, probably better than mine.
Today is, as you say, extraction day.
Yes, sir.
So how do you extract steaks that are deep in the ground? We have a tool. I've heard them called trap pullers. You can call it whatever you want.
Steak puller.
Steak puller. And it's all about leverage. And it comes out that easy. You can buy these commercially online. Some folks make their own, and you're gonna have to have one if you want to get your steak back. All right, so we have just made our final loop through the property, and the total tally here for 5 nights of trapping. Isn't that right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. So 5 nights of trapping was 1 bobcat, 2 coons, and 1 possum, and of course we had to turn all those loose. We did not catch our target species, which was a coyote, and we can sit here and be good hunters and fishermen, make up lies and make up excuses and all that. but
I can.
Yeah, that's right. You've been around a little longer than I have hunting and fishing. So, but the reality is, number one, first and foremost, this has been informational. You know, we want to teach you something, but the reality is we only got to trap 5 nights, you know, and we like 14. And the biggest reality to me is I am on 12 traps, and I think this is about a 150-acre track with a lot of little intersections and everything else. I am absolutely, totally convinced that we just didn't, you know, we had some sign on day 1 that wasn't fresh, but it was sign. They're coming through here, but I just don't think they came through here.
No, I don't think so either. We found absolutely no fresh sign, anything, tracks, scat, anything that was made since we were here. Absolutely nothing as far as coyotes.
Right.
And we've had, you know, trip traps from deer and such as that. And but like you said, they just didn't come through here. And I've had this happen before and catch most of my critters during the 2nd week. But like I said too, I like 14 days on coyotes, and we were here on just 5, so that's only a third of what I normally trap. So that's got a lot to do with it too, and plus the warm nights and hot days recently this week, that takes away from it. There's several things that I can use as an excuse.
Well, reality is I don't think they're here. If we had another 10 days, we may catch a coyote.
And some cooler weather,
yeah. So, but anyway, back to here's bringing all this back in and together is, you know, this series that we put together for you. Man, as a trapper, man, I have learned so much from this guy here. And so that's what it's designed to do. It's coming, this video is available, the magazine article in the May issue is going to be available, all wrapped around and designed to teach you to go to your hunting clubs, your properties, whatever, and to learn how to be a coyote trapper, or if you are a coyote trapper. I'm telling you, even though I'm a coyote trapper, man, I was like a sponge with this guy because I just wanted to learn. I promise you that if you watch this video through and through, even if you're an experienced trapper, you'll see something maybe different that he's doing that you're not doing. So you may not want to use that, and that's fine. This is how he traps coyotes. And so there's hundreds of ways that people do different techniques and tactics for catching coyotes. But again, man, we piggyback with this guy this week, and I just wanted to learn how he was trapping coyotes. And so there's no doubt that as we go into the coyote cull season, if you're like, man, I want to get on that and win some of these great prizes that GON has, I want to do it by trapping. Watch this video all the way through, and you will learn about trapping. So, missing anything there?
I just want to add, this video is going to show people how I trap. I'm sure there's going to be other trappers out there that's going to question some of my techniques. That's okay. I've got no problem with that. Everybody does not trap the same way. This is just what works for me. I normally, 99% of the time, use several variations of the dirt hole set. Several different ways that I utilize it. That's my best set. That's what works best for me. And if I have one suggestion to people who are trapping and who wants to learn how to trap, if I've got one thing to tell you, it would be to keep it clean.
No scent. No, we talked a little bit about that. Is keep it clean. And he only took me along on this trip because he wanted to show you how to trap coyotes and use that on your properties. He usually traps alone, and one of the reasons he traps alone is, he's wearing his rubber boots and he's in control of the scent. You don't have people walking around, stepping all over things, picking up sticks, throwing them back down. All it does is create scent. So back to keep it clean, and I agree wholeheartedly with that. Some great advice. So anyway, go out there, get you some leg hold traps, and man, begin playing with this stuff. You can trap coyotes year round, no limit, no nothing. You do need a trapper's license to do that. Even though a coyote's not a fur bearer, you do need a trapper's license to do that. But man, hopefully all of this package has come together on video to encourage y'all to trap coyotes, save fawns, grow some turkey poults, grow some quail, grow some rabbits, and all that. That's the reason behind this. Mr. Lynn, I want to thank you so much for everything, brother. And
no problem.
I know you do
Enjoyed
this.
it.
I know you do this. This is good grocery money for you and your family. And so you've taken time out of your schedule, your gas, everything, your supplies to help GON readers become coyote trappers. So I definitely do appreciate you, brother. I love you for it too, man.
Thank you, sir. Love you. Have really, truly enjoyed this 6 days. Wish we could have had more, but turkey season starts Saturday, so I got to kick you out.
That's right. That's right. And I will throw a plug for Mr. Lynn too. He does this, like I said, for grocery money. Support his family. If you're in Putnam, Morgan, Jasper, Jones. Did I say all that right?
Yes, sir.
He traps beavers too. He traps them all, and he traps year round for what's legally, which is coyotes and beaver year round. Man, call this guy, man. He's a great guy to have on your property, and he'll clean up your. I've known Mr. Lynn a long time, and I know some people he's trapped for, and he has cleaned up some critters for folks who are now bragging on deer and turkey. So call this guy right here if you got trapping needs, and he'd be the guy to call.
March through November, coyotes and beaver only. December 1 through the last day of February are the fur bearers that I can keep. Anything caught during the off season, I have to release. No problem there.